Hey guys, good morning and welcome to week 6. So hopefully you guys have been able to kind of come up with a plan based on the preview last week. Just kind of gonna dive right in. This is the last thing we're gonna be doing this year in the class. Basically, is making this device and then doing the activity that goes with it. This week, you will make the device and you'll record some data, and then next week you'll do some stats problems and you'll kind of present what you found, and that'll be about it to end the year. So I know, I mean, hopefully this isn't too much. Please let me know if it is too much. I'm trying to keep it balanced, and I don't want to overwhelm anybody, especially those of you in AP classes, which I know quite a few of you are in AP classes. I don't want to overwhelm you at all. Hopefully this should be seen as more of a fun kind of thing to do that still applies what we've learned throughout the year. Anyway, that's my goal. So basically, this week, really, I'm explaining it in the video, which is why I'm emphasizing to watch the video a couple times. But your task will be to plan out and build your device, document your progress, and that documentation doesn't need to be 7 pages. But maybe you want to have your materials assembled, take a picture of that. As you're halfway through building your device, take a picture of that, and then at the end, take a picture. Maybe any sketches that you had when you're planning it out, have that in your notebook. But just remember, using the design process, any kind of planning, research, whatever, that's all going to be documentation. My dog just walked into this room like it was a saloon. He just slammed the door wide open as he just waltzed in here. So you can't see him, but he's right there. Okay, sorry. I had to edit the video because the dog was just being wild. But now we're back. So, um, with the documentation, just an overview. Like, we know, I don't want to just see the device. I want to see a little bit of how you planned it, what you thought out, any kind of research you did. Include that in your notebook. And for your documentation, you can either do a digital documentation, or just write it in your notebook, take a picture, and upload it, whatever works. But I do want something for that. Um, and then when you use your device 20 times or whatever, I want you to record the data. So you'll have to measure that, do a data table. Again, you can put that in an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet right away if you want. You can record the data in your notebook and take a picture and upload it there. We will manipulate that data and I'll let you use a spreadsheet. So if you want to just, go straight to do that, you can. Simple data that we'll be getting will be, mean, median, mode, stuff like that. Just normal statistical analysis. So if you want to make a sheet and do that right off the bat, you can. But we'll do a little bit of calculations using the data as well next week. And then we'll kind of make a formal-ish presentation to end the year to go with it. So that'll be what you guys do this week. As for the constraints and everything, I have it here. It's great because it's not posted yet, but I have it scheduled. The device constraints are right here. I just wrote them out, so if you have questions, you can comment on here and I'll answer them. Basically, your task is to create a device using materials found at home that launches something consistently. That something can be pretty much whatever you want, just of course make it appropriate and keep it safe, please. It can launch a ball, a marble, etc. Just something appropriate that you can launch multiple times consistently. Not anything, I wouldn't launch an egg, for example, because you're going to break a lot of eggs. Device constraints, it must be creative. Don't just use a rubber band and launch something. I mean, build a device. So it can be a catapult, trebuchet, something of your own design. Use what you have and don't be afraid to do a little bit of research. I did just the most broad Google search ever, and I found plenty of just devices that I could make. You can certainly do that as well, but remember to cite your source. It must be repeatable 20 times minimum, probably more than 20 times because you'll probably mess with it a little before you start recording, and you'll have to record that data. You must be able to measure the distance within an inch. If you don't have a tape measure at home, message me as soon as you can. We can use anything to measure something, but the tape measure would be probably the easiest. Intend for your launcher to go over a foot or so. I don't want something that just poops something out just a couple inches away, because you're not going to get very relevant data with that. I want something that at least launches a bit, and maybe even if it is inconsistent, you still have some data to work with rather than something that's just dropping a ball over and over. Um, like I said, if you have several misfires that don't go over a foot, you can record that, but you should intend for it to go farther. And then finally, you must take pictures, document your process. I have on here shoot for 3 to 5 pictures, and I talked about that earlier. Here's where you submit your documentation, and here's where you submit your data table. Okay? Um, yeah, sorry for the crazy dog thing. He's just laying on the floor now, chilling. Um, but yeah, hopefully this message finds you guys well and not overwhelmed, and you're doing good. All the work you guys have done, one has been excellent, and two has been much appreciated. So it's been pretty great to have you guys just not miss a beat and crush it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.